Yeah, I think a lot of things. I mean, our three best players were all cold at the same time. I thought we took, first half we turned the ball over way too much, many of them unforced, especially in transition. And we just never really got into a good rhythm shooting the basketball. I mean, our three best players were 3 for 24. I mean, it's hard to score when your three leading scorers do that, so it's difficult. Not awful shots we've been making, just didn't make. This is one of those games you got to try to find a way to grind out a win when you don't play well, or you're not in a good rhythm offensively. But we never got there. We never got the big stop that we needed, or made the one run to break it.
Nick, what does this feel like? You guys know this isn't the best team on your schedule, and they come in here and beat you guys at home.
It's tough. Obviously, anytime you lose, it's tough, but especially at home. You got to give a lot of credit to them. They play well. We just weren't on top of our game today, and we're not going to panic or anything. We're just going to look in the mirror and try to get better from it.
Could you kind of, just to follow up what I asked Joe about, what were some of the problems you guys were seeing offensively? Obviously, they wanted to keep it slow, kind of limit possessions, but is it simply a matter of not putting the ball in the basket, or were you guys, did you feel disjointed?
I think one of the biggest things was just lack of movement, to be honest. I think at times, we've had this problem before, I think we get a little stagnant offensively, and I think that really hurt us today, along with not being able to hit shots.
Kind of to extrapolate on that a little bit too, it looked like you guys were frustrated out there. You say that's the case?
Anytime you're not hitting shots that you normally hit, it can be a little frustrating, but we try not to, tie that into how the rest of the game goes and how we, play with our effort and attitude. But, it is tough anytime you're not hitting shots. So.
You guys were up 5 at the half, and then, what was it, like 6 minutes first in the second half before you guys were able to score at all? Anything change, tenor, scheme? It was just a really weird game to watch, and I'm just wondering what it was like to play when you guys are having so much trouble scoring offensively, and that's not been an issue for you guys for a long time.
I think it was just lack of energy, coming out of halftime. We had a 5-point lead, we had the ball. I just don't think our energy was there. I think that kind of carried on, and then until later when we tried to pick it up, and it was too late.
Since you guys aren't hitting the panic button, Nick, do you get a sense that some fans or whoever are kind of frustrated? And I'm sure you guys are more frustrated than anyone with how you played today.
Yeah, but it's 10 games of the season. We're not gonna, if people want to count us out, that's fine. But we know that we're a talented group, and we can get this turned around, and we're going to work hard. And I know our coach is going to work hard, so we can do that.
Jim, was it one of those days where you guys did some good things? You got to the offensive glass better. You were better on the boards in general, but just the offensive clunkiness just kind of override everything. Trying to grind it out.
Take away the turnovers. Well, I don't know. Those are shots we make every day. The shots we take every game. 25-20 at the half. We came out, had wide open 3 in the corner, wide open. Breakaway layup pinned on the glass. Wide open 15-footer. Those are plays you have to make. And then I thought we played very unintelligently down the end. We did some very unintelligent things on the defensive end of the floor. We fouled at 60 feet from the basket twice with the clock under 10.
How do you, is that just a dumb plan? You want your guys to be aggressive and be into it defensively. How do you balance that out with, like you said?
Intelligence. You got to make a smart play. It's not a very smart play at that particular time. So we got to show it to them. We've got to get them to understand it, and we'll be in the situation again and learn from it. And that's all you can do.
Big part of what did go right, at least for Reg, 6 for 6 from the field, 14 points. How do you appraise his performance tonight?
Well, I thought in the first half he did a great job. He was rolling hard to the basket. We were getting him on top of the rim, and in the second half they kind of collapsed and took him away. And at that point we couldn't make many plays. There's always things you can't look at everything solely by one game. We've been a really good offensive team for 10 games, so I really can't say, okay, well, we're going to completely change everything we're doing, because we've been pretty good. So we have to learn from the things that we didn't do well here, get guys in the gym, get them shots, and come out with a little different mindset.
You guys almost looked tired, or?
No, we weren't
not
tired.
exhausted, But just a
No.
little bit out of it in the first half?
Some of that was pace of the game. Some of that was, I think some of that was, Nick said, not making some plays, not making some shots, not creating our own energy. And, we didn't get the lift from the bench that we've been getting from an energy standpoint in terms of productivity. That hurt a little bit. But a game like this, everything happens. The ball bounces. We had 2 goaltending calls, unintelligent plays. Ball went out of our way. We had 18 turnovers, which is, you can't have 18 turnovers in a game like this where they're trying to play less possessions. They're trying to shorten the game. You can't turn the ball over 18 times. Many of them on the break unforced, which has been our problem.
Anything else?
Do you have any problems with the last play, last shot there? Is that kind of?
Yeah, not really. It wasn't exactly what we were looking for. I'd have to look at the tape to see if what we were looking for was open or not. I mean, it is a guy that hits big shots, taking a big shot. It should never come down to that.
Anything else?
4.6 seconds to go. You don't have a ton of options.